Expecting AI miracles from data held together by digital duct tape? You're starving both your AI and decision makers of the truth. I'm Randy McClure with SC Tech Insights. Stop running on a crumbling data foundation. Today I'll show you the 7 principles of data readiness to fix it.
Today we are covering 5 key areas. The data readiness imperative, foundation, strategy and access, unification, truth and definitions, execution, life cycles and decisions, and finally, your next strategic step. Section 1, the data readiness imperative. Let's start by defining what we mean by data readiness. This foundational definition, established by McClure, dictates that organizations must proactively engineer their data to be a frictionless, enterprise-wide asset. Now, too many leaders assume that hoarding massive amounts of information in cloud data lakes or legacy ERPs means they are prepared. But data readiness is not about stockpiling. It's an operational state where data is actively defined, structured, and prioritized so that it works for you the exact second you need it. The reality here is stark. You cannot run a high-velocity AI-powered business on a crumbling data foundation held together by digital duct tape. Operating in the blind with conflicting reports and bottlenecked integrations is a massive liability. True data readiness is an urgent survival mandate, and it's designed to shift an enterprise from reactive chaos to proactive agility. Section 2, Foundation, Strategy, and Access. Strategically, you must treat data as a permanent asset. Think about it. The standard lifespan of a warehouse management system or an ERP is roughly 5 to 10 years. Software is temporary. However, the data flowing through those systems must outlive the software itself. You must fundamentally decouple your data from the transient lifecycle of any single application. The root of the problem is often in application-centric architecture. For example, a WMS generates daily inventory movement logs. Too often, this valuable data is locked inside that system as a mere operational byproduct. The solution is a data-centric architecture, where information actually sits at the center. By extracting these logs and treating them as a permanent asset, they can be combined with external supplier data to generate predictive, network-wide insights, completely independent of the original software. Beyond architecture, we have to address accessibility. A major bottleneck lies in proprietary integrations, often termed dumb integrations, which hold information hostage and degrade data upon transmission. The solution is the ruthless elimination of these interfaces in favor of open data standards and universal APIs. When a supply disruption occurs, authorized users and AI models must be able to instantly pull critical, up-to-date inventory levels across all warehouses. Data prioritized by criticality has to be available on demand, without waiting weeks for IT to build custom integrations. Open access, of course, demands holistic management. When you manage security at the application level, for instance, a WMS and a transportation management system dictating conflicting user access rules, you end up creating fragmented security risks and operational blind spots. Enterprises must secure, integrate, and activate data holistically through a single, unified digital identity framework deployed across all systems. This approach overrides application-level silos and turns your information into a proactive, competitive weapon. Section 3, Unification, Truth and Definitions. Establishing a single source of truth across departmental boundaries is essential. When a global disruption hits, procurement and logistics simply cannot waste time arguing over conflicting spreadsheets. Having a single source provides 3 distinct advantages. First, it achieves 360-degree visibility that spans the entire shipment lifecycle, permanently eliminating those operational blind spots. Second, it provides the rigorous data integrity required to successfully exploit AI and IoT technologies. And third, when paired with corporate-level security, it ensures rapid, secure data access that directly empowers decision makers. Now, consider that digital ambiguity is the silent killer of AI. Take the metric on-time delivery. If this means one thing to order fulfillment, something else to customer service, and yet another to your freight audit software, your enterprise lacks agility. Leaders must establish a shared business glossary with strictly measurable definitions. This alignment is absolutely critical. It stops the garbage in, garbage out cycle and ensures your AI models process information accurately and reliably. Section 4, Execution, Life Cycles and Decisions. Execution requires unifying shipping data using a golden thread identifier. This is a shipper-generated reference ID, such as a transport unit identifier or TUID, that weaves through disparate systems. It begins in forecast and planning, tracks right through carrier shipment execution, moves to final freight payment, and concludes in post-analysis performance reviews. By never losing the digital link across these four critical phases, your operations are synchronized, delivering truly actionable insights to the business. This requires us to challenge our traditional metrics. We must ask, what is the ultimate yardstick for measuring your IT initiatives? Traditionally, those metrics rely on IT project milestones. We measure completed software deployments, system go lives, or hardware setups. But the new yardstick must be rapid decision making. A massive data lake or a completed software rollout means nothing if the system does not immediately empower your operations to make informed decisions. The true measure of ROI on a visibility platform, for example, is how rapidly a decision maker can use it to reroute a delayed shipment, reducing action time from days to minutes. As McClure definitively states, the true measure of your organization's data readiness is the speed and accuracy of your decisions. In today's unforgiving market, the supply chain that decides fastest wins. The technology is merely a vehicle. On-demand insight is the destination. Section 5, your next strategic step. Organizations cannot afford to wait for the next ERP upgrade to address data integrity. As an executive, I highly recommend studying the full source article by Randy McClure to strategically implement these 7 principles. You need to eliminate digital chaos, standardize your definitions, and secure your data at the enterprise level to ensure your infrastructure is ready for cognitive automation. I will leave you with this final assessment of your own infrastructure. Look closely at your systems tomorrow morning and ask yourself, is your enterprise data an agile, on-demand competitive weapon? Or are you still relying on digital duct tape? The age of AI will not wait for your foundation to catch up. It is time to evolve.
Hello, this is Randy McClure from SC Tech Insights. Thank you for listening.